This yellow-coated birdcatcher and his falconer companion soaring in and around the parrot aviary play a critical role in ensuring the survival of a very special kind of macaw. The birds live in a breeding center in Mexico, where they're learning long-forgotten skills. Paradoxically, the macaws have close relatives who thrive as city parrots around the world, while their wild counterparts struggle due to the aftermath of the pet trade and habitat loss. The mission in Mexico is now to bring the majestic Scarlet Macaw back from the brink of extinction, helping them find their place in the wilderness where they belong. This effort comes with its challenges, many of which require surprising and creative solutions. Quite like the rest of its life, this baby parrot's birth is far from natural. At a breeding center on the Yucatán Peninsula, critically endangered scarlet macaws hatch in incubators and are then hand-raised by dedicated conservationists. These little hatchlings are meant to ensure a future for their species. Though born in captivity, they're part of a grand plan, reintroducing them to the wild. Same applies to our content. This video is part of a grand plan. Help our channel grow. Like, subscribe, and share. But first things first, how did this species end up here? And why are these vibrant creatures struggling in their natural habitats? The answer lies in the unique nature of these birds. The scarlet macaw was once widespread across Mexico, and like their relatives, they boast remarkable features. From their large beak that never stops growing to their forward and backward-facing toes, which they use to lift food to their beak and munch on their snacks. Fun fact, just like humans, each individual has a preferred foot. Most parrots are left-footed. But their most desirable trait by far is their looks. Parrots use their colors for camouflage and communication. Their colorful feathers are also remarkably resistant to bacteria, a vital feature in their natural habitat of steamy jungles. Unfortunately, these features have made them irresistible to mankind. Throughout the 20th century, the demand for pet parrots skyrocketed. Millions of parrots were taken from the wild and distributed around the globe. In Mexico, the scarlet macaw became so popular for the pet trade that they disappeared from 98% of their natural range. While some parrots could adapt to city life in unusual locations, many wild populations dwindled due to poaching and the illegal pet trade. Fortunately, international treaties recently managed to halt this development. Since 2023, commercial international trade of Mexico's scarlet macaws has been completely banned under CITES Appendix 1, which prohibits their pet trade. However, this ban does not bring the macaws back to the wild. That's why they need to be bred in captivity. Humans have to take over their parents' jobs, feeding them every few hours, day and night, all year round. Raising these little hatchlings can be exhausting. But the real work starts when they're about 3 months old and ready to leave their artificial nests to learn how to become adults outside. Today, there are more than 800 macaws at Yucatan's breeding center. In fact, the Conservation Center holds the record for the largest number of an endangered species bred under professional care. The vast size of this bird family is striking when you consider that only an estimated 300 individuals are left in the Mexican wilderness. Hence, the parrots awaiting release have the potential to triple the entire current population. To prepare these birds for the wild, the breeding center has developed a unique training program to teach the macaws all about parrot life. The Mexican jungle can be a deadly place, where the birds face attacks from both above and below. By simulating predator attacks, they learn how to fear and escape their natural enemies. But there's another predator they need to learn to fear: humans. They learn to identify poachers and the dangers they pose. Through this training, they understand that not all humans are well-intentioned caretakers. When they are approximately 18 months old, they are ready to embark on the journey of a lifetime, transitioning from the safety of captivity to the wild unknown. These scarlet macaws are clearly set to soar into the wild. The harder they are to catch in the aviary, the better they've learned their lessons. From the breeding station, they must be transported to a release site in the wild. A 12-hour or 800-kilometer journey. This will be their last trip in a cage. To support their natural flock behavior, 20 individuals are released all at once. At their destination in Palenque National Park, they first have to acclimate to the regional climate for about 2 months. Before being released, they are tagged with a number for further research. Then, their moment has come. With an average survival rate of over 70% and several hundred individuals currently being released across Mexico each year, the wild population is expected to grow beyond 3,000 by the end of this decade. They will certainly make Mexico's skies more colorful. Thanks for watching. Leave some vibrant colors in the comments if you enjoyed this video, and please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.